Alright, hey everybody, my name is Graham and I work with Blue Water, and today we're going to do a little how-to video on surfing. And the first thing you really need to do is find the right board. This is actually a smaller board, it's only a 5'2", but as you can see, the nose is a little bit more round and it has a lot of volume, which helps you with floating and paddling. Next step is to try to figure out whether you're regular footed or goofy footed. And most of the time, if you're goofy footed, you're usually right with your left hand. And that means that you're gonna have your right foot forward on the surfboard like this. So your leash needs to go on your left foot like this. If you're regular footed, it's the complete opposite. Your left foot's gonna go forward and your leash needs to go on your right foot like this. Alright, your next step is to put a little bit of wax on the surface of your board. As you can see, I already have some on there, but most of the time you can just apply a little bit more. And what you want to do is kind of rub it in a circular motion so it sticks and it kind of builds up a little bit better. And that's when you get the best grip. Alright, so our next thing is to learn how to paddle the surfboard and actually stand up on the surfboard. And to paddle it, you kind of want to center your weight right in the middle of the surfboard. So somewhere right in here. Alright, and the reason why you need to have your weight centered on the board so good is because if you're too far back on the board, that kind of gets the nose sticking up on the water. And if you're too far up on the board, it kind of ducks down in the water. So once you got your weight centered on the board should stay on top of the water and plane pretty easy. And that gives you the most paddle power and is easier to catch waves that way. Alright, so your next thing to learn is kind of after you get the paddling down pretty good and you get your weight centered, is to learn how to stand up on the board. And the easiest way to do that is after you paddle and you feel like you've caught the wave good enough, is to use both of your hands on the rails of the surfboard and help you push yourself up and stand up.
Yep.
Alright, so as you can see, today's kind of the perfect day to learn. What you're looking for is like about a knee-high to waist-high wave to kind of crumble. It's not something that, see how that one kind of crumbles? That's something that like dumps over. It's definitely going to make it a lot easier to learn on something that gives you a little bit more time to get into it and stand up quicker. Alright, this is what I meant by centering your weight paddling. You see how the board's kind of planing right on top of the water? You don't want the nose going like this. That makes it too hard to catch the waves. And you don't want to be too far off it or it does the complete opposite where your legs are up in the air. So you just want to find that perfect middle area. Kind of like right here. To have fun surfing, that's what it's all about, and not to get frustrated, because it's not going to be easy the first time, but you just got to keep on practicing and everything will come together.